Well, good morning, everyone. Let me, first of all, just thank you all for being with us, and I want to thank Dan Murphy and the team at Bridgestone for having us. This is quite the hidden jewel here, not that it's a secret in Covington, but this is a pretty awesome facility. We had a great tour, and I can tell you that other than Augusta National, there's probably nowhere better to be today than at this facility during the week of the Fall Masters Tournament. As you all know, a little over a year ago, we launched the Georgia Made program to highlight the fantastic businesses that are producing leading products right here in our state. We're proud to call Bridgestone part of that Georgia Made family, and we are grateful for your continued commitment to hardworking Georgians and to the Peach State. Dan, I also want to congratulate you and the entire team on the renewal of your partnership with Tiger Woods and Bryson DeChambeau. I was talking to the team earlier this morning. There's an article today about how far Bryson's hitting the ball now on the tour, and I was assured that it was because of the golf ball. As you know, Tiger's the reigning Masters champion, and Bryson just won the U.S. Open, and they both have relied on Georgia-made golf balls for their most recent major wins. So we need to spread that message far and wide to other professionals that are out there and amateurs like myself. I'd also like to thank Pat Wilson and his team at the Georgia Department of Economic Development for their efforts alongside of Speaker David Rawson, Lieutenant Governor Duncan, and members of the General Assembly. I know Representative Dave Belton's here this morning. I'm not sure if there's any other local legislators with us. But we just appreciate their commitment and their partnership in all that they do to support Pat and his team in our state to bring jobs and economic opportunity to all four corners of our state. And I certainly appreciate and applaud their success. There's no question about it, and we talked about this on the tour this morning. We're living in challenging times. COVID-19 has threatened people and their paychecks. And while we're grateful Georgia is not currently seeing the challenges with COVID that other states across the country are, we have to continue to remain vigilant every day, and I want to urge people to do that. We continue to monitor the data, keeping in close contact with our hospitals and long-term care facilities, and making sure that those on the front lines of this fight have the support and the resources that are needed. On the economic side, our measured approach to the pandemic, fighting for both lives and livelihoods, has put us in a really good spot, and we realize that right now that's better than most in the country, but we cannot rest on our laurels. Our unemployment rate is below the national average, with Georgians going back to work safely, and they've certainly done that here at Bridgestone. We're very excited that since the start of this new fiscal year on July 1st, we've announced the creation of more than 11,800 jobs and over $4.3 billion of new investment. That is up 56% in investment and 45% in jobs over the incredible year that we had last year. During the 2020 legislative session, we were able to avoid massive budget cuts and continued to prioritize education, health care, and public safety. And thanks to our measured and successfully reopening, we've been able to maintain our AAA bond rating, and we don't see a need for across-the-board cuts again this coming year. Today, we're also adding another notch in our belt when it comes to encouraging economic news here in the state. Throughout their tenure in the governor's office, Governor Sonny Perdue and Nathan Deal laid a strong foundation for economic growth in our state, a legacy that I am proud to continue in my administration. Working with our partners in the public and private sector, as well as the General Assembly over the last few decades, we have made strategic investments in our logistics infrastructure, a business-friendly climate, and a focus on workforce development that has served as a model for the rest of the country. This unrivaled commitment to creating economic opportunity has earned our state several high honors and distinction. And today I'm proud to announce that Site Selection magazine has once again named Georgia the #1 state for business for a record-breaking 8th year in a row. Thank you for that. But I will tell you that this announcement goes far beyond the ink in the magazine. It speaks to what we all know to be true. Georgia is the best place to live, work, and grow your business. And I'll add in raise your family as well. By the way, we got the First Lady with us today. She is glad I'm off my quarantine now. She has been reminding me for the last 2 weeks that her filling in for me, that she doesn't get paid to do that. But I just appreciate her love and support, not only for myself and our girls, but for the state. It means that great innovative companies like Bridgestone know that the best location for them to grow and thrive is right here in Georgia. And more than that, it means that more good news, more jobs, and more opportunities are on their way to hardworking Georgians in every corner of the Peach State. And this is certainly welcome news in these challenging times. And I will tell you, Pat Wilson and I talk about this almost weekly, but the pipeline that we have, and I'm sure he'll speak more to this, in the department right now is something like we haven't seen, I don't know ever, but certainly in the last decade. So we have great opportunity ahead. Today's announcement is also a testament to years of hard work under the Gold Dome. Georgia remains a leading competitor for investment from existing industries, U.S. companies, and businesses halfway around the world because of strong conservative leadership. But make no mistake about it, we are not resting on our laurels. And as we head into the next legislative session and the days and months to follow, we will continue to double down on Georgia's future. We are still facing, as you well know, a once-in-a-century global pandemic, and we will continue to fight every day to keep Georgians safe and healthy. Through Georgia Pathways and Access, we'll make quality health care accessible to thousands and affordable to millions more. Our Rural Strike Team will continue to champion economic prosperity in all parts of our state, not just our capital city. We will embrace policies that keep state government streamlined, responsive, and business-friendly. We will keep our taxes low and our energy costs low. We'll continue to invest in logistics, infrastructure, and most importantly, workforce development. And above all, we will continue to build our promise to put hard-working Georgians first. In closing, I again want to thank Bridgestone for their hospitality and allowing us to make this announcement here today, but also for them just being such a great partner to this local community who I know supports them unbelievably, as well as our state. I also want to again congratulate Bert and the team at the Georgia Department of Economic Development. We don't say it enough, but we have the best Department of Economic Development in the country, bar none. So, Pat, thank you for what you are doing. I also want to thank Mark Aaron and Site Selection Magazine for this incredible honor and important acknowledgement during a period in our history where, quite honestly, good news has been hard to come by. Mark and I have had some great conversations at the Capitol over the last several years, and I look forward to continuing to do that in the future. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mark to make some remarks. But thank you again for having us and for being here today.
Governor, thank you. First Lady, great to meet you today, and sector industry that make this state as successful as it is. This is indeed the 8th year in a row that Georgia has won our top business climate ranking. It is actually, Georgia beat the previous record last year with 7 straight wins. The previous record holder was North Carolina, which had a 6-year run. And I should, in full disclosure, mention that North Carolina shares top state business climate this year with a tie in total points. So how do these states do it? How specifically does Georgia do it? It's really all about being the best place for capital investors. And that means places that they can trust, because these are long-term plays. In the case of Georgia, I spoke with Commissioner Wilson in October for the cover story that I hope you'll take a copy of with you. We have copies of the November issue in the area. And I asked the commissioner, I said, well, what are you doing that's so successful? And he said, you know, it's really not about doing anything differently. It's about doing what we do better. And I believe that's very true. Both Commissioner Wilson and his counterpart in North Carolina made very similar points. Commissioner Wilson said it's really about giving investors certainty. His counterpart in North Carolina used the term predictability. And they're really very much the same thing. Businesses want to know that they can grow and be successful where they're investing a lot of capital. So in Georgia's case, as the governor mentioned, we've had 3 consecutive very business-friendly governors. And I've been privileged to know all 3 of them, and I congratulate this latest in this string of very business-friendly governors. And I want to mention too that with your leadership this year in the COVID pandemic, I think you've really sent a signal to not just Georgia, but the whole country that Georgia takes its business climate very seriously. So we appreciate that. With that, I'll turn it over to Commissioner Wilson, and congratulations again.
Mark, thanks so much. You know, I've made this joke every year, I think, but we got to keep meeting like this, man. This is great. It is terrific, because every time Mark shows up, we have good news to announce, and that's been, gosh, I'm maybe the only person in the department definitely in leadership that has been in all 8 years of this run, which is pretty awesome to experience, because like the governor said, we've really had a track record of great leadership in this state that has laid a groundwork for this success, and it really has been fun to be a part of. I want to say too, before I start, how great it is to work for Brian Kemp, and he has been a tremendous boss. He has been a great governor. What has happened over the really one of the worst times in history to be a governor over COVID, he has just done a terrific job, and I'm really thankful that I get to work for you, Governor. So I appreciate that you've kept me on. But I do want to say too, Marty Kemp, we are so fortunate as a state that we have a team. We have a team that is working to sell this state, and the First Lady and the girls really make this an awesome team, and to watch them go around the world, literally to travel around the world and sell this state to companies has been fantastic. And so I'm really proud to have First Lady Marty Kemp here today as well. So, you know, one of the things that I feel like is an overused term these days is unprecedented. And we say it all the time, and it has a negative connotation right now, because these are unprecedented times. But I want to take that term back today and say that Georgia is unprecedented in this 8-year run. We're going to talk about good news today. And so what we built in Georgia, and Mark touched on that, is a continuum of success. And it really comes down to certainty. We've had fantastic governors. We've had fantastic legislators. We've had really a steady hand of growth in this state that's protected our bond rating, that's protected our workforce. We continue to invest in transportation, in logistics, places that other states are not investing in, which has given businesses certainty that when they invest in Georgia, that they're going to be able to prosper and grow as well. So this unprecedented term is something that I want to take back and say that this is a fantastic day because it is truly unprecedented. 8 years in a row as the #1 business climate. I mean, that's incredible. And as the governor said, we reported just this week that we continue to outpace all of our numbers from last year. And so if you look at the headwinds globally, the things that are going on internationally, and whether it's trade disputes, COVID-19, it is amazing that we continue to produce numbers and investments that are way higher than we have ever experienced during the same window before. And I want to say thanks to Bridgestone. Bridgestone is just an amazing company. And I meant to tell Dan earlier, I'm still upset that you guys chose Nashville for your headquarters. That one sticks, I'm not going to lie. But we are really thrilled for what you do here in Covington. This is an amazing facility. To what the governor said, it really is a hidden gem that not many people realize the impact that this company has on golf worldwide. I mean, and in a week like this, it's great that we can celebrate the amazing impact that this global company has locally in Georgia, while we also have the Masters, that little golf tournament going on just a few miles away. And so I was really hoping that we could have had Tiger here today. It would have been great. But I understand that there's a little green jacket that he's trying to put back on. And so I do want to say too that this is what we do really is a team effort. It takes a lot of teamwork to grow jobs and investment. And we're lucky in this state that we have some of the very best business-friendly, business-minded communities in the country. And this one is one that I want to hold up today and point to as well. Newton County, Covington, you guys you do a great job. And I think the support that you see around Bridgestone is and really is a great example of that. But there's growth going on all over this community. And so I want to say thanks to you guys as well. But Dave Byrne, Sarah Hall, the team here is fantastic, and they support us in what we do. So guys, thank you very much. So back to Bridgestone. I'm going to turn it over to Dan for a few remarks, but I do want to say how much we appreciate you guys, the investment that you've made in this community, the Georgians that are employed here, and the money and really what you give back to this community. But Dan, thank you very much. I'd love to turn the mic over to you.
Well, thank you, Pat. On behalf of 158 Bridgestone Golf employees and 140,000 global Bridgestone employees, we just want to throw out our warmest and most sincere welcome to each and every one of you. We are truly, truly honored. Governor, First Lady, Pat, thank you so much for being here and celebrating this great event with us. We are truly, truly honored. And we want to add a little something to the celebration for the #1 state from Site Selection Magazine. So, Governor, if I could, please present you with the real good stuff today. We've got a little something special for you. A little. We got some logo golf balls in there for you.
I need a lot of them.
I know the governor was hoping for some Georgia Tech colors, but he's going to have to settle for Georgia colors. The First Lady, please know that we didn't forget you. Those are golf balls with your name on it, so if you hit them in the bushes, people will know it was you. Thank you very much. So, Site Selection Magazine, 8 years is an amazing run, but Bridgestone knew that Covington and Georgia was a great place for business 30 years ago, because that's when we established Bridgestone Golf right here in Covington at this facility. And in those 30 years since, we have manufactured more than 1 billion golf balls in that factory right across behind you there. And every golf ball is perfect. And we're very, very proud of that. We benefited greatly from the partnership with Covington and with the state, and we're very, very happy. And during those 30 years, there's been some ups and downs and peaks and valleys, but 2020, I just want to tell a brief tale about 2020 and what happened this past year. We needed a win. We were like a sports team going into this year, and we needed a win. We needed a winning season. We had some things happen, and 2020 was our year to break out and get going. In January, we did. We got off to a great start, went to our trade show. Everything was going kind of in a normal, good way. And then, of course, everything stopped. And that was some nerve-wracking times. I remember being the only guy in this building over here a couple of days. So we just wanted to say that from boom to bust to boom again, what happened in the month of May is golf became a safe haven. It became a place where people could go and get some recreation, get some fresh air. And so all of a sudden, what looked like disaster became opportunity. And because of the leadership of the state, we just wanted to say thank you. The way that things unfolded for us turned out to be a very good year. We're having a record year in sales and profits. Of all those 30 years, this is the #1 year. And the reason why is because when opportunity knocked, we were able to get back to business quicker and sooner than our competition. We have a couple of competitors in other states. They had to shut down for a very long time. They were left without inventory. They couldn't service the golf surge that happened, and we were. And as a result, we've been able to take share and move our business forward and secure our place in the community and business and the jobs of all those beautiful green-shirted folks that are over there. We're riding that momentum of 2020 into the Masters this year. We signed, as you know, Tiger Woods and Bryson DeChambeau. Tiger's the best player that's ever walked a golf course, so we're just thrilled to have him play our ball. He's played it. This is a little secret. He's played our golf ball for 20 years, even though he's been a Bridgestone guy for 4. And you say, how did that happen? It's because we used to make the Nike golf ball for him. So he was very familiar. When Nike backed out of the business, he came to us, and we'd love to have him. Golf's next superstar is Bryson DeChambeau, and he's our guy. He hits it a mile and is getting all the headlines. You look at any headline this morning with Masters happening, ESPN.com, Wall Street Journal, everybody's talking about 2 stories. Can Tiger defend, and can Bryson take apart Augusta National? So it's really a thrilling time for us to be doing what we're doing, and all that means we got to make more golf balls. So we're very, very thrilled with that. We'll be looking toward the next 30 years. We'll be expanding production as we need to meet demand. So we're super excited about that. And the last thing I'd like to say, Pat, and economic development folks, Sarah, David, please continue to use us. We're here to serve you. If you have a client that likes golf and wants the pro treatment, wants to get fitted, and we can put them on the same tee box there and put them on the same fitting regimen that we do for Tiger Woods and Matt Kuchar and Bryson DeChambeau and Fred Couples. And just know that we're here for you, and we want you to use us up. We've benefited from being in a great state that's friendly to business, and we want to pay back in some way. So please let us do that. After the event, there are some plant tours available, so please linger after the event, and we'll take some plant tours through the plant if anybody would like to do that. And don't forget, if you come to a golf ball plant, you can't leave without golf balls. We have some golf balls for you. There's a table over here with some trinkets and some goodies, and some logo golf balls celebrating #1 state for business. So with that, I conclude, and I'll turn it back to Pat. Thank you so much for being here. We're very honored to have you.
So the one thing about you doing business these days is you get masks all the time. I left my mask up here, but I had another one to go to when I sat back down. So Dan, I do want to say that this is a great example of why Georgia is the #1 state to do business. And you have a private sector company offering to help us grow and bring more jobs to Georgia. And that doesn't happen everywhere. One of the great things about this state, and really one of the true pleasures that I get in this job, are the companies that give back to this state. And whether you're Coca-Cola or Delta Airlines or Georgia Power or the EMCs, Electric Cities of Georgia, all of these companies continue to help us grow the state of Georgia. And I can't very well go recruit a company to come to Georgia if the companies here aren't growing and doing well and happy. And so it really is amazing that you continue to give back, Dan. So I want to say thanks for that too. So I get to end all these good news events, which is fantastic because I get to say thanks. I think I've said thanks to everybody already today, but one more time I want to say how much we appreciate Bridgestone for hosting us. But I don't do this enough. I want to say thanks to the team of the Department of Economic Development. All of you who are here from the department, you'll raise your hands. And guys, this is a fantastic. I truly have the honor of coming to work with this group of professionals every day. And it is an honor. I've been at the department for 10 years. The governor was exactly right. This is the best Department of Economic Development in the country. And I love the people that work there. And so I do want to say thanks to my team because you guys do an amazing job. And I don't think you get thanked enough. And so really appreciate the work you do. So today we get to close out with something really cool. And it's not every day that you get to come to a facility like this, a golf facility, where only the top golfers in the world come and get to measure their stride or measure their stroke and work on getting better, finding the perfect ball. Georgia's the best state for business, and today we get to celebrate the best golf ball company in the world. And so I want everybody to look over to the left over here. There's going to be an incredible Bridgestone robot that is going to come out. This is the same robot that they use to ensure the top players in the world get precise and consistent products, the products they need for success. And so we're going to get a ceremonial first swing from the robot today, which is very exciting. Just like my swing, right there. Beautiful. That was fantastic. And Dan, thanks again for your help today. I want to thank everybody who turned out, to our team at Bridgestone, all the green shirts. Appreciate you guys spending a little time with us today, and thank you for what you do. And with that, I'm going to conclude the program and look forward to enjoying the Masters this weekend. Thanks, everybody.